Hi, Year 10. It's very nice to be able to speak to you all via a virtual assembly. As you can see, I've had a bit of a change of appearance for this online assembly, but you should be able to spot that I had a bit of a haircut. My other half did it and it's not gone too well, but it'll grow back, so we're all good. First of all, just wanted to check in with you and make sure that everything was all right. I've made a lot of phone calls over the last few weeks, and me and Mrs. Brennan both made several phone calls today. It was really nice actually to speak to your parents and find out how you're getting on and what you're up to, so we can check in and see that you're okay. The message that I'm giving generally is we're here for you. Yes, you're not in school, and yes, you may think schools are closed, but we're still here for you. I'm still your head of year. You've still got the support of myself and other teachers within the school, whether it's your subject teachers or your tutor or me, Mrs. Brenham, etc., that you can contact if you need any help. So please do get in touch with us if you need anything. There's also Think for the Future. Now, I've been sending you some wow packs each week for you to have a look at, and I've given you the link to their website. They worked quite closely with us when we were in school, and more closely with some of you than others. But they have lots of really good resources on their website, including those wow packs. So do take a look at those and have a read of them. As it might just help you out. It might just be exactly what you need to read to help you in the situation that you're in. There's also a letter that was sent to you. I sent it out to you a couple of times actually, before Easter and after Easter, just for some guidance and a bit of help and advice as to how to cope in the current climate and this situation that we find ourselves in. I know it's strange times at the minute, and it's all right to feel weird. I know I certainly do. I didn't get into teaching to sit behind a computer screen and make a virtual version of myself to present an assembly online to you. So it is all right to feel a bit weird. If you do feel strange and you're thinking this is a bit of a weird time, then yeah, it really is. It's certainly not ideal by any stretch. But actually what we want to do is make the best of the current situation. We really don't know how 2020 is going to pan out. We don't know when we're going to be back in school. We don't know when this lockdown is going to lift. There's a lot of uncertainty, but what we can do is try and make the best of the situation that we're in. And part of that is schoolwork. Part of that is spending time with family. There's lots of things that we can be doing to keep on track, take our mind off things, and keep ourselves happy and healthy. In terms of schoolwork, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about Teams and Microsoft Teams and how we're using that and how you're using it. It is massively important to try and minimise the impact that this whole situation has on your learning, especially with you being in year 10. You've got your GCSE exams coming up next year, and I don't want you to feel anxious about that, but I do want you to understand the importance of the fact that your exams are going to be next summer, and we do really want to minimise that impact. And the way we do that is by trying hard at home to continue to do our work. The main priority from my point of view is your health and well-being. We need to make sure that we're happy and healthy, but your schoolwork is massively important after that. If you have any issues, you need to tell us. Get in touch with us. As I said before, speak to me, speak to your subject teachers. Do let us know. And loads of you have been in contact with me, and I know that you've been in touch with your other teachers as well, which is really, really great, because it means that you're reaching out for help as and when you need it. And it's nice to keep in touch with you when we don't get to see you in school. Try to plan your time accordingly. I've spoke to lots of parents today, as I say, and I know that a lot of you are still getting up ready for the school day, getting yourself ready, doing your lessons at those times. And it's up to you how you plan your time. It's your independent learning time, but it's a really good idea to plan your time accordingly and effectively, so that you've got your work laid out, ready to go, as and when it's set on Teams, so that you don't fall behind with your assignments, okay? As I've said, we don't know when we're going to return to school, so it's important that we continue to work from home. My main message to you really is do your best, okay? Do your best that you can, ask for help when you need it. There's also some family challenges that I'm going to send out to you this week in my normal message to you, the email that I send out to you. And we've got a few different challenges that you can be getting on with. This week we've come up with 3 different challenges, one for mind, one for body, one for soul. Now the one for mind is a series of riddles for you to have a go at and see how you get on. The one for body is the handstand t-shirt challenge that I'm sure lots of you have seen online. And the one for Seoul is the chocolate squares, okay, the chocolate squares challenge. All of those I will send out to you for you to have a go at, and it's just a bit of fun and excitement that you can have whilst you're in the house. I know that many of you will have different social media accounts and would have seen loads of different challenges. I've seen loads, and I've had a go at a lot of them. And it's a bit of fun and entertainment. The t-shirt challenge was especially difficult, but it's worth giving it a go. See if you can do it. One of my favourites actually is the toilet roll challenge, especially being a footballer. See how many keep uppers you can do with a toilet roll, and I know that a lot of people are putting those sort of videos online at the minute. Another thing you might want to do, I know a lot of you play a bit of ping pong at school, play table tennis at lunchtime, and it's worth having a practice. It was nice to be in school today actually, and there were a few year 10s in there, and it was nice to have a game of table tennis. And some of you obviously need to work on your skills to see if you can beat me when we do finally return to school. There's one final message that I have for you, but just before I get to that, I want to talk about a bit of admin from my side of things. First of all, before the lockdown, you were all given an information sheet about your contact information for parents and family and people at home. If you haven't returned that to school, please could you speak to your parents about getting that back in so that we've got all the relevant contact information that's up to date, because I know some of you have changed address or changed phone numbers, etc. If you don't have a sheet, then feel free to send me an email and we can get another one posted out to you. But please do have a look in your bags, see if you've got a sheet that's lost away in there. If you've already sent it back in, thank you very much. If not, like I say, contact me if you've lost it, but we just want to make sure that all of your contact details are up to date on the system. Also, you or your parents would have had an email about work experience, and unfortunately it's a real shame that we've had to cancel that for this year. We don't even know whether we're going to be in school when you were at the end of June, when you were supposed to be doing your work experience, let alone that companies will be accepting you for work experience places in this current situation. So we have had to cancel that, and it is a real shame. But we'll see where that goes and what we do when we return for year 11. Now, my final message is be safe. Okay, look after yourselves, look after your family, follow the government guidelines in terms of lockdown and making sure that we're looking after ourselves and doing what we're supposed to be doing. But it is really important to keep yourselves happy, keep looking after yourselves, keep looking after your family, and be doing things on a regular basis that help support that. As well as the schoolwork that you've been given. Okay, don't bombard yourself with just doing work. Do complete some activities that are for your own benefit to keep yourself happy and healthy, either in the home or in the garden, so that you've got activities that you can do that. I will probably do another one of these assemblies fairly soon to keep in touch with you, and hopefully you can get in touch with me to let me know what you're up to. I've had some really great emails for people telling me what they've been doing whilst I've been off and making the most of their time, and that's really, really great to hear. So please do get in touch with me and let me know what you're up to. And otherwise, I will speak to you when we have our next virtual assembly. Thank you very much for watching, and as I say, do get in touch with me if you want to any more information or if you want to ask me anything.